Hello. Where did the audio go?
Danganrompa.
Oh, there it is. My PS5 is taking flight! I murdered drones. Hey, Jupiter. Still don't know who did it?
Danganrompa.
That is really loud in my headphones. Does the gameplay loud for you guys, or is it okay?
Danganrompa.
Still don't know? Okay. Also, it's a touch loud? Okay. Thought so. Ah, that's muted. I have it at 10 now. How's that? I didn't obtain any new skills, so there's nothing I can really set here. Yeah, just go over my stuff again. Never mind.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
I swear to God, if Io is the first one to start screaming, it's Toko, Byakuya, or Hiro, I am going to launch her through a window.
We already know.
I fucking knew it! Shut your mouth, you stupid fucking bitch! Nobody cares! You are so goddamn petty! Shut up! You are a bubble-headed bitch! Sorry, I had to get that out of my system.
Whoa, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
And again, that doesn't narrow it down, you dumb bitch.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Oh my God, can we launch her out a window regardless of death or life at this point? I see you out here. Hey, Chaos. I really hope you didn't come in when you heard me yelling at her. I really hope you didn't see that. There's just this one character that is annoying me like crazy. And it's because, like, she's always, like, yelling at people who, like, aren't being super sensitive to life and death situations. So, like, the whole premise of this game is that you gotta find out who done it, who taken out your other classmates or whatever. And everybody, she gets mad at everybody for not, like, being visibly upset or whatever. And then when, like, somebody close to her died, which is just what happened, she'll just start yelling, like, oh, it was them, they did it, or whatever. And she has zero proof whatsoever. And, like, she has no clue what's going on half the time. She's an airhead. But she loves to run her mouth, and she gets so annoying, so the moment she started speaking, I kind of yelled at her. Which, in, like, normal times, I wouldn't mind people being like, hey, you need to be more sensitive to, like, my friend dying or something like that. Of course! This is a life or death game. You need to get your head in the game. Otherwise, you're going to be the next one to go. And she does not seem to grasp that. My eardrums are cooked. I'm sorry, Jupiter. Make my argument. Okay, Io's account. Yep. Oh, she's so annoying.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
Part of me wants to mute my headphones every time you
saying
speak.
so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense. That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low
No,
as you can get.
Yeah, I know which one it is.
It was one of you killed.
And what reason do
Because you hated her.
Is that it?
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
Got it?
No, that's wrong. Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
Then does that mean one of them did it? I mean, it's a good place to point fingers at. Fucking trash.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here.
Come on.
Oh shit!
No
I
way
pressed the wrong
none of you
button.
went. At least one of you is lying.
It was Hero. Hold on. Because he had the pocket trash. They kind of
That
spell it out for
Sakura
you
wanted
in
to
some
meet with all three
places.
of them. There's no way that one of you is
I don't deny that I never went.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never...
No, that's wrong. Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's...
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean... Yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything
Congrats,
to do with
no,
what
go watch
happened to
Yu-Gi-Oh.
her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hero said can't be right, because Sakura could only have gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. And the reason I know that is when Sakura got the candy.
I got it! I'm
Some of
not
these
sure
are like
about that,
super
Hiro.
easy and obvious, and then like there was like 3 moments in the last trial that just made me want to tear my hair out trying to figure this out.
Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was... Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
Okay. I did watch Danganrompa or Dragon Ball Super. I was actually thinking about posting a poll, seeing if people wanted me to do a live reaction to the anime of both Heroes the Secret Murderer. Maybe. We don't know yet. I know, Jupiter doesn't, so shh. Anyway, now I was thinking about putting a poll and seeing if everybody wanted me to react to the anime, similar to what I did with Persona 5 once I'm done with 2. Because I don't have the game for 3, unfortunately, so I won't be able to play that one. And like, that way we do like a group reaction to a degree, I guess, I don't know. But at the same time, I feel like people would just want me to move on from, Danganronpa altogether. So, I don't know.
But we just talked, that's all! I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
Please shut up.
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
You're just digging your grave even deeper, my dude! But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message in it, it was on the magazine shelf.
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense!
Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, which means that clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Yeah, we've established this. Is this really necessary?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Okay, maybe I need to rearrange those, actually.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body...
And I can tell you, it was only
After the investigation, I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
when I pulled it
missed
out.
it.
What's your pro- What I said makes total sense! I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body...
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your pro- What I said makes total sense!
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when
I got
found
blocked!
the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
I found the magazine tucked when I pulled it out.
What's your pro- What I said makes total sense!
Like, if it wasn't for this mechanic, I'd be
I can
through
tell
this.
you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when
Oh my
I
god,
found the
stop
dying
missing!
message.
It was only after I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your pro- What I said makes total sense!
I can tell you exactly when
Wait,
I
I
found
lost it?
When
Oh,
Ogre's
come
body was-
I
on!
can tell you,
It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away.
away on the when
Come
I pulled
on.
it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense!
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And
Oh my god, that
I-
purple
it was
text
only
bullshit!
after I found the magazine tucked
That
away.
purple
when I
text
pulled it
bullshit
out.
is gonna
What
get on
I
my
said makes
freaking
total
nerves!
sense.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine
Tucked away on when I pulled it out.
What's your pro- What I said makes total
Okay.
sense!
Let me try it from the other side this time.
I can tell you exactly when I found that when Ogre's body was discovered.
Wait, it doesn't go there anyway?
Shoot! I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I
Wait,
found the dying
okay, I
It was
think I know
only
what it's
after
supposed
I
to
found the
be.
magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your pro- What I said makes total sense!
I still gotta
I can
catch
tell you
this thing
exactly
again.
when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Wait, no, it's reversed! I gotta do magazine shelf and... Ah!
Shoot!
Oh my god, I'm a freaking idiot.
I can tell you exactly.
I'm tired of hearing this loop!
I can tell you, it was only after I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
When I pulled it out,
What's your what I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
Got it! God, Jesus! Sometimes I hate that mechanic.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on! You're focusing on the wrong part! Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is! Toko!
You gotta read the what? What I said makes total sense. I know, right? Oh my gosh.
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
For once, I agree with you.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message.
You could have written it and stuck it on the magazine shelf.
100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is...
Without a doubt. No, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. No, I hate this! No, I hate this.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh.
Okay, I'm
Show me the
failing
proof.
this one.
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
You can't see the freaking lines anymore after a while. I hate this thing.
I refuse to give up yet.
Okay, so... You can only do it on the beats, which is fine. But I really don't understand the lock-on mechanic.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the
You gotta be
proof.
kidding me.
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30%
Oh, I get it
right.
in between the negative. Okay.
The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. I'm at least
Yeah, I'm gonna
30%
die on this
right.
round.
The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
Oh my god, he's so strong! Oh my god, okay. I get the feeling Hiro and Io are gonna really give me freaking aneurysms this round. No.
I refuse to give up yet.
This is annoying. I'm gonna probably end up muting my headphones.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap! Give it a rest! I'm at least 30% right! The occult is bullcrap! The end is nigh! Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right! The occult is bullcrap! Give it a rest!
Like, I can't see where I'm supposed to click anymore!
The occult is bullcrap! The end is nigh!
Like, how am I supposed to do this if I can't even see where I'm supposed to be hitting the notes anymore? I don't get where I'm supposed to hit when it goes negative like that.
At least 30% right! The occult is bullcrap! Give it a rest! The end is nigh!
Oh, thank you for bringing it back at the last possible second!
Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
Oh, thank God I got out of there somehow. I don't even know how I did that.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message.
Show me the proof. I'm about to.
Because
God,
if you look at it, both of her hands were completely free of blood.
I skipped it by accident.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
Great, now Ayo's gonna go on a freaking tangent yelling, "How could you? She was our friend! How dare you, Hiro!" And never shut up with that annoying, whiny-ass pitched voice of hers.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
Not?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
Shut up, Byakuya.
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help you give you some energy. Oh, sure, thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then...
Whoops!
I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
Ah, shite. I dropped my bag of water bottles. Give me a second.
Then she just went limp. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura.
Oh my god, she's gone bloodthirsty.
We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain.
The locked room?
And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
The locked room. So what else is it about Hiro's story that doesn't make sense? What would he have had to do after writing the message? Why did he... No? they were going on and on about how Sakura was locked inside the room with, So when Sakura passed, I have to be careful about TikTok. The room she was in was barred with a chair, and that door in that room is the only way in and out, so they kept calling it a locked room murder. Never mind, TikTok. They're gonna ban me anyway. They kept saying the room was locked, so how did the killer slip into the room or slip out of the room with it locked? And they kept saying, oh, well, maybe there was a mechanism involved or something like that. Hero didn't mention the locked room. That my verdict is in? What verdict? No one? Oh, then my verdict is in. Oh, I let the timer run out!
Shoot!
Oh, I died. I died. I think she cooled herself. We'll see. Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
I refuse to give up yet! I'm completely unconvinced because if you look at it, both of her hands...
Okay.
Hero could very... That would explain
I
how...
was busy typing. I thought I had time.
I figured it.
But... what?
Because... Please! I got Ogre's note, and so I had... You just did... And when I got... And that's all sudden... As soon as I heard that, she was gonna kill... So of course I saw my only chance. Like, I hit her... Then she just went so I wrote...
I can't believe...
Well...
You're not gonna get off. It's death. We're ready to vote now.
No, I think...
What are you talking about?
There's one thing that... And until we figure that part...
Shoot!
Okay. So it automatically picked that one is why it said that. Okay. No.
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Huh?
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then... he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then... who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter! We already know who did it, right? Hero just admitted it!
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
I don't know if you're saying that because I'm sick of her, or if you're on the bandwagon of like, she's just pointing fingers for the sake of pointing fingers, and half the time doesn't even have proof.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
I'm sick of her always pointing fingers. Yeah. Okay,
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
Wait, no! I got
After
it!
the first swing, the bottle shattered.
She was hit
And
twice!
She went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hiro really is the killer!
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her...
Yeah, just once.
Wait, what?
Shoot!
Okay, maybe it was Kyoko's assessment. I don't know.
I didn't want to, but I did it.
Yeah.
I grabbed a
it makes
Monokuma
sense.
ball and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
No, that's wrong. If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that does...
Two?
Shit. I didn't mean to click that.
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
They're all holding chess pieces. Oh, shit. Nope.
Now I understand. That's it! The chess pieces! Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain.
The queen is missing, right? The queen.
In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Oh my god, shut up.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
The bottle was excited!
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
Because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
It wasn't just a single broken bottle, and the evidence that proves that is the weight. Kyoko and I figured it out before. It was the weight of the bottle. We weighed the bottle. Ah, there it is.
I got it!
The bottle was
Earlier,
excited.
Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt that the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. It must have been used by Sakura's second attacker.
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
Okay, for once I agree with Byakuya here, because how do you forget a detail like that? Your life is on the line. You remember everything and anything at this moment.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
The open locker?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. And I have it. She left it there for anyone to find. Oh, come on! Another one? Why do you have to add new elements every single round? I swear, this is so annoying. Wait, am I doing a second bullet time in this event? Please no. Please no. Not more rhythm BS. From now on, you're gonna have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during the coup de grace. You'll select it the same way as during the non-stop debate. Simply press the L1 button. Also, like the debate, if your logic is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But for educational purposes, we're gonna pretend you're set to mean regardless, just this once, okay? Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you. Wow, that's breaking the fourth wall! Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh my god. I gotta do it twice?! You'd be better off killing me!
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you.
Okay, this one's even weird. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of strange too. Like, I was doing pretty decently there too. And then they went the whole negative thing and I can't see where I'm supposed to hit.
Is this... I refuse to give up yet!
Shut up. I don't want to hear any more about the freaking bullet time thing. I don't even want to do this again.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie!
Hey, come on! Why is it not actually hitting?
It's a lie!
How am I supposed to know when to... Thank you.
That's enough!
This should prove it.
Thank you! Jesus H. Christ.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker?
Hey, I will be right back. I forgot to grab something. It's not gonna take me but like a minute. Did not mean to turn the light on. Now my screen capture's gonna be all messed up. Ugh.
They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up.
Is there a camera in those friggin' handbooks? Y'all never mentioned if there were.
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
Well, yeah, Byakuya was the one that told her to.
Then you killed Sakura!
Oh my god, shut up! Can we just make it to where you don't get to talk whatsoever for the rest of the trial? You have nothing useful to say ever!
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened
Let
between you
Hina
and
rock
Sakura?
out. She's just a bad tit emotional. Yeah, and that emotion is gonna get everybody killed. And she's always pointing fingers without practically any proof. It doesn't let anybody ever speak.
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
Not only that, why wouldn't you, like, tuck it in the back at the very least? Or, you know, take it with you and throw it away in, like, another disclosed location or something like that. I doubt anybody was paying attention to how many magazines were on the shelf. Especially since Celeste was the only one that cared about that kind of thing.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you have to ask her.
Her? You mean? Of course she means.
Guess who's back?
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Oh my god.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's... you know... But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good. Keep talking like that and Hina's gonna... I'm gonna mute my headphones if she... Yeah, I'm muting my headphones now. I'm calling it right now. She's gonna fly off the handle here. Go on a freaking emotional tirade. 3, 2, 1.
Well then,
yep, there she goes. I'm done with you. I am so done with you. Can I yeet you out a window? Oh wait, they're bolted. Into the incinerator you go. You won't let anybody freaking talk or finish the case. You just want to jump down everyone's throats. Thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one.
what's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do it.
No, we're not. Why do you... Ugh. I know why, because I've seen the anime, so I know why. But at the same time, I'm like, this is such suspicious and, like... my god, annoying-ass behavior. She is so annoying right now. And she was annoying in the last case, too. She lets her emotions rile over logic, and it's just... it's gonna get everybody killed. She's a liability at this point.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? I can't keep defending Hina. She's not using her head. I know. That's the problem. She never does. She lets her emotions do all the thinking rather than the logic. That's what happened to Makoto in the first case with Sayaka. He was so adamant that she would never do something like that that he was blinded to the fact that he was practically bait from day one. One who killed Sakura is... yep, there you go. See, like this I can mess with all day. Like, the whole frame bullet time thing is BS.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with a Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No. She was in the chair.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, I remember waking up.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre, so you smashed her head.
You got it!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Ah, I blocked it!
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, I remember waking up.
You were taken by so you smashed her.
You got it!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Got it.
No, that's wrong. We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
No, because there was blood on the floor in front of the magazine shelf.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stained by the mag—
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
Nope, the locker was open before we opened the door.
No, I don't think that's possible. I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? But there's another piece, possible explanation. Maybe it's... Okay, this one I'm a little blinded by. Yellow powder, Monokuma file 4, no, Isles account. Let me hear what they got to say. It's gonna
What
be
was it
powder
that
or-
killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Maybe
So
the
you're
yellow
dead set on
powder?
blaming me, huh?
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
No, never mind. Okay, that wasn't it.
Shoot!
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack,
Okay, maybe it's Monokuma
What
file
was it?
4 and there's something I forgot.
There's no other possible cause.
Either way, I gotta do
What
this
killed
loop again.
Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the
Got it!
No, that's wrong. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
If you would let anybody else but yourself talk, maybe we could!
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals.
Oh, God.
And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
Oh, God! Yucca put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do was stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Toko took the bottle of poison, bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
A bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean that, conversely, the poison must have been in... Could it be... I mean, it could be, but that doesn't mean anything. They could have poured the... Whatever. Ah, fuck if I know how to spell this. I didn't graduate kindergarten. I need an E, I think. An E, E. An N, an N. S. Oh, D. No, drink. I thought it was gonna be Shaker. I'm fucking stupid.
Now I understand. The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
I mean, they're all technically kids or teenagers, so I guess it fits.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
The footprints, right? Yeah, the footprints.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
God damn it.
The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers, huh? The only people wearing sneakers here are... Is this Makoto wear... sneakers?
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh,
Yeah, I noticed.
So Byakuya. That explains why you...
These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No? Okay, then let me see your shoe and I'll confirm their size myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, Is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then...
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you?
Ay, ay, ay.
You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well... that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Then how did the powder get on Sakura's sneakers?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Oh my gosh, shut. She needs to just shut up.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them.
But the footprints were only in front of Section A, not C or B. And the powder was also on Sakura's shoe. You a dumb bitch.
Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true... Isn't that a little strange? Yep.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the truth of this case. I already said like 3 different things.
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A.
No, that's wrong.
That was easy.
You said you went to get the poison from Section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left footprints.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well...
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well... You see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
Huh? Piece of glass.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle, and the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Shard of glass, blue... Shard of light blue glass Kyoko found in the bottle of poison. I think I remember I broke something the same shade. The rec room window.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was the bottle of poison should have been when I broke into the rec room window? According to what Hina told us, Section A.
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that?
He's getting upset, I love it!
How can you know what I don't know?
That's right, get angry! The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened. Empty. Okay.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, it had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was...
I guess. I don't know. I don't know what this game wants from me.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
I love that face. He doesn't know what's going on. He's an idiot.
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Oh my god, he used manners!
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
Nah, because she's been lying this entire time and there was powder on Sakura's shoes.
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
Oh my god, you're the one that's been lying this entire time. You need to shut up. No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I have to hit Hino with it. I have to make her accept it. Am I doing another bullet time? Oh my god, no! I'm muting my headphones for this because I don't want to listen to her!
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
Oh, shit.
Wrong! You're wrong! Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it.
Hey, I got it my first try because I muted my headphones.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing. Which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura, and the connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
But of course, Sakura wanted to create the locked room.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. and the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone. Oh, Ogre! Oh, she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed, I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is! Actually, no. We have to end this properly.
Yep, do the breakdown. Yep, here we go. I'm usually pretty decent at this, but not perfect. Okay. The fuck? Oh, that's a creepy ass face. Okay, so it's not gonna be that. Wait. Oh, that's cheating, because she could be going into the locker or coming out, or... Yeah, I'm gonna just say that's what it was. Okay. Right.
The killer is you! This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura.
Hey, King Sora. Been a while. Hope you're having a good day.
And she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact.
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
'Cause he's better than you.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Case closed.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire
Okay,
existence!
we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? The truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why
You should have
I
been the one
couldn't
to
let
die.
her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crime. For serious? That's...
What is this?
Still don't understand, then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this! Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's... I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? I'm gonna get flagged off TikTok already. I can already see it. Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
I can't
my
forgive
closest
this.
friend got hurt. Sakura,
I...
because of me, my friends are going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. Huh? You asked to meet with those three? You can't! Don't you see how dangerous it is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they're all gang up on you at once, even you...
Hina.
Please don't think any things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
Sakura... She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you had just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to us all. And yet...
Why?
And yet... And yet, you trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, it was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was, seeing you act like that? That was in her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be offed, I'll do it by my own hands.
Why?
I have to try and censor myself. TikTok is gonna really go after me if they haven't already. That's how far you pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
You came. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? What are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
Could I ask you to... Yeah, you got it. Just hang on, I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf, Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please! Why? Why?
Why did she have to go? She had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet...
Why?
You all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. And I didn't even realize it. Hina, we all offed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner and her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to go on. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the trial. Sakura left hating all of us. She wanted to free her from her regrets. I wanted to free her from her regrets. But even that got found out in the end. I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but...
Hey!
This just taking too long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, cause her and me.
In other words...
Well, what I'm trying to say is...
Yes, indeed!
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course!
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A note! Sakura's note! What? But Hina already...
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all by me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
Wait, then... You lied to me!
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help it if I totally took my little scribbles at face value. I didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little...
Carrot.
I am not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around.
Phew.
Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. Shing! So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene, cut!
And?
So then, what did she write in her real note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you off yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Off yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, tease. Talk about buzzkill. All right, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in the strange school that Mastermind came to see me.
You see, the Mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of my dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the Mastermind.
And what the Mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the Mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The Mastermind told me to hold off and wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, and the mistake of succumbing to the Mastermind. And one more thing, and more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
I'm not gonna lie, this actually has me legitimately upset.
Of course, because of that, I started to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to you all led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to take on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. It won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the Mastermind had commanded. I will do as I was told and commit.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the Mastermind demands that I take someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to hurt anyone. When I pass, the source of the conflict among you all goes with me. For that, I'm willing to give it up.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel concerned. She didn't die hating us.
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end it because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was so strong. Too strong. That's why she did it. She chose it for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really, truly sorry, but please do not be sad. If it can thwart the Mastermind's plans, if it can keep you from hurting each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring to the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope you show yourself through actions and not words. Hopefully they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
But...
And you were about to take everyone out with you. You selfish little tramp. I shouldn't say that word. I'm so sorry. I just hate her so much. She's so annoying. I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. No, you didn't. You suck. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
By the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless.
Oh.
She left so you guys wouldn't hurt each other. But you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to her passing had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided.
What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here's to blame anyone.
Huh?
Huh? First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. Oh my god, I keep messing that up. Plus, Sakura's wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Huh? Because she made us remember, we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of your misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. And nobody can blame Hina either.
Ooh-hoo.
Whether or not there was a spy, whether or not there was a spy never really mattered, because the one we needed to destroy is you, nobody else.
What? What do you want?
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go!
How strange.
But anyway, are you sure about that? This game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other!
He's absolutely right about that.
Phew!
Oh, lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you?
This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I'm bowing out of the game.
Huh?
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear of this game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point in participating in a game which has lost its sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What?
What's going on here?
Now, I have only one thing to look forward to,
It's all clear now.
and that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does this mean... Don't misunderstand. I haven't moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism. I fucked that word up so hard. If that's what you're thinking.
Whatever master goes, I go! And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire.
Everyone...
Hey,
Well, now you can say that Sakura's passing had no meaning.
How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one having the fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time?
Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to punish
It's
you
the
guys?
moment you've all been waiting for. It's punishment time.
What?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the person, right? She's gone.
You're not gonna...
But
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub up whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you I'm very peculiar about Bear Times 1 rule?
Listen up.
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it'd be a shame to let it go to waste.
Yahoo!
So, for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest.
Special
Let's
guest?
give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
My jaw dropped to the floor the first time I saw this. I was so upset. Ugh. Monokuma, you jerk. You!
Oh,
You
no!
suck, man! You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk!
Phew! Phew! That really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, boiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence. Grilled is where it's at.
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still.
I think I can. When I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay.
I'm gonna do my best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and my soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned into fury, black and muddy and boiling all over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you! That was my friend! How dare you do that!
What's the matter?
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next, friends with a basketball?
This would have been a really good Hollywood reference if he had said volleyball. Shut the hell up! That wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend! And you did that!
Is this what you call animism? Where a soul dwells within all things? Even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So you finally noticed him.
Actually,
Finally? No. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was gonna all play out from the start.
What?
What are you thinking?
You knew and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
yep.
Well, I mean, the data in that laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help us help at his own risk of his own life. And for that, he was done.
Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless past is so soothing. It makes me remember that every low can even get lower.
No, his death was not meaningless either. Everybody who's gone so far, each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. I swear someday you will pay for this.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Holy moly, you're Superman. Like, just unreasonably upset.
Well,
Okay, time to bring things back to a close. Oh, but before that,
uh-huh.
I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
Yep.
Yep, there's still but more left to Sakura's note.
Huh?
Huh? Do you have your attention? Okay, then here we go.
Hello.
Prepare your ears for the desolate tones of yours truly. One thing, Hina, there's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school.
What? A clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think that what they've done is...
Oopsie daisy! That was a close one. Another word and we would have been hip deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for today.
What?
What? You just stop at the most important bit. It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even freaking know, huh?
You guys?
That's the whole point, stupid! It's to get back at all of you for hardening my resolve, or your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I'd ever let you have... Like any of you greaseballs have it.
Huh?
Too bad.
Sucks for you, loser! Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in this note.
And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to lay down and go. I will fight you, you bastard. Nope, shite. No matter how, what, and that's seriously it. She's already gone, huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and go. She'll fight you?
Well, whatever. Who cares that some musclehead has to say anyway?
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try and get some rest, you know? And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about that. Think long and hard.
Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb on us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off? And it explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo,
So the class trial is over, and Monokumo's gone?
but...
So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there, other than to head back up? Oh, yeah, let's get out of here. But, Hina must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto were the ones that figured out everything.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make the last one? I've reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once. I haven't reached my point. What? I haven't reached the point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once?
Sorry.
I see what you mean. Then, I'll try. Huh? That totally know it wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No!
I can't suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball because you're a sleazeball.
I see.
Absolute. Apparently, you have still a off wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
No!
Hey, stop fighting with the master. You're making me jealous.
I want the abuse, give and take me. I guess it's not easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. And so Sakura's class trial came to an end and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. And we all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us.
This is a school announcement. It is now as such. Soon the doors to the dining hall. Okay then. Sweet.
Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep. But the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Wake up? Is it Kyoko? Huh? A voice dragged me from deep slumber into a hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. Is it Kyoko? Yeah, it's Kyoko.
Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door, it was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked. Are you serious?
Hey.
Always. And you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it?
Correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I love how it says midnight and they just said it's 3 a.m. That's not midnight. What's your favor?
So...
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not going to just lay down and go and I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered. The data center on the 4th floor. What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. Without another word, she was gone. What the... Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center? But I thought it was locked. I have to walk all the way up there? Are you kidding me? I made my way into the after-hour school and headed for the data center on the 4th floor. It was going to teleport me anyway. Eventually I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko was not here. That's weird. She said she'd meet me. Is she maybe inside already? I put my hand on the door and with a certain amount of force. It didn't open. I tried again, but... Must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? The data center on the 4th floor.
What's this?
Oh, what are you doing up, mister?
What?
Damn it!
Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know?
Oh, well, I just...
You're trying to tell me you didn't actually bust in yet, right? But
Hey!
I can't see you, you dolt! Don't waste my time telling me crap. I can see for myself.
Unbelievable.
It looks like you might break it at any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder.
Oh, you're gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something. Oh, I thought that was Makoto talking. No, nothing like that.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know. Stop being weird and go back to bed.
What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you here making a racket? Kyoko?
You too?
You guys?
Whatever, you two just get back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto, let's head back. What?
Hey,
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
shall we go?
Don't worry about it, let's just go.
Yeah, go on. Get out of here. Shoot.
So we left and went back to our rooms. And then,
Goodbye.
So, goodbye. Hold on! Listen, what was that all about just now? She woke me up, made me go to the data center, which just happened to be locked. And then she showed up late, and we leave without checking a single thing. What was the point of all that?
Whew.
Don't worry about it. I figured that would be the end of our conversation, just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night. Sure. And then that was over. As I returned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Kyoko was right next to me once again, whispering in my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we'd be faced with another... 3 days before the worst thing so far would have revealed itself. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall, So let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight into the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well?
He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I think, like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name of my family.
And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them.
Huh?
Kyoko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. You're gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your deal?
She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission.
Huh?
What? But she can't open her mouth. She can eat or drink. I don't care.
How about that?
And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. But it is how finished. We will never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouth and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. Oh my god, plants! 5th floor has been open to us, and it's totally different from the floors we've seen up until now. For some reason, it feels unpleasant. Hey, y'all want to take a moment and appreciate the trees? Y'all love trees! Okay, nothing out of the ordinary. It's just another classroom. You can't talk still, can you? Huh? Does she want to talk to me about something? Toko, what's wrong? Is she trying to say something? I think she's almost just a little more, and I might get it. I'm sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. She just let her shoulders drop. She looks so sad. I guess she gave up. You could give her a notepad. He said she wasn't allowed to open her mouth. She could write stuff down. Oh. This boy feels different compared to all the others, and I'm not sure what it is. Is there some kind of reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. Uh-oh. Ah! Hey, Ritas. And, she's technically not a new model. I have 6 avatars that I use, and this is the one that I use for visual novel games. Her name's Marlo. And the one that you saw using my Kingdom Hearts streams, that was Roxy, which is the main face of the channel, and I try to keep things family-friendly. But this game is slowly trying to make me lose my channel. Wait a minute! I just realized! Up until now, everything was pink paint for blood and stuff. This is actual blood. Eye for an eye. The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard. Oh, okay, hell yeah. Oh no, I'm losing the channel stuff though. Yeah, because like it keeps making inappropriate jokes, adult jokes. And it revolves around words that TikTok does not really approve of, so I'm willing to bet I'm gonna lose my channel at some point. But if this ban goes through, what do I care? Right? Right. Not really. The grotesque horror of this room struck me hard and fast. That was, what I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled, it was sour, pungent, and possibly rank.
I see.
It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of deceased. Are you saying... It's the smell of... And they're... I can't read any of those! There was no surprise in his voice, no shock. But he was right. I had experienced that smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have...
Hey! Hey! My fault again? Stop trying to blame me for everything!
If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened.
No, it's quite the opposite.
The opposite?
Now then.
Yep, let me give you an itty-bitty, eeky-squeaky little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it.
What?
Yes, indeed.
How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from the NPCs in those old RPGs.
Uh-oh.
But it's pretty scary, huh? It's all over the walls and junk. Of course, even the outside world people go bloody and...
Oh my god, I can't say these words!
I can't wait! I can't wait!
So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier.
What the heck's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of all this? I've got plenty to look at. There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many were here? I think this kind of thing, I see this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at that one scene of a crime. I wish I could say I don't believe it. It's all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. It appears all the stains are dry. And their color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. This is all real? Of course, I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? He seems like he's enjoying himself. No way I can keep up with someone like that. Real quick, let me check. There's nothing else I can look at. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk to you about this. Rawr? It's locked. We came all this way just to be denied here. The sign to the hall. The sign in the hall says Biolab. A biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into? It kind of sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. Is this an archery? Oh, this is cool! Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom.
Hey.
It's quite elegant. This is what you consider elegant?
Indeed.
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese-style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation, isn't it kind of out of place?
Hey. Indeed.
So she says it for both of them. Okay. It's a straw post used for sword practice. Did they use the train here too? The suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. Aha! I knew it. No, wrong one. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. The wooden locker and keys remind me of super old school public bathhouses. The target seems pretty far away, gotta say. Pretty proud of my eyesight. What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
Mikuro Ikusa, the 16th student, the one they call the old. Watch out for her.
Kyoko? I'm not gonna say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up to the surveillance camera.
Hey.
You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me that whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
So then...
We're finished here. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. And just like usual, I didn't understand anything better than before. Ooh. I've seen this level in Legend of Zelda. We're all gonna be... The thing's gonna sprout an eyeball. Just to be sure, I should take a look in that tool shed. Oh, I didn't. This place seems to be totally disorganized, from a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. And leaning in against the back wall, is that a pickaxe? Okay, I got a lot to examine here. Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There are so many different kinds to choose from. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? Huh? There's something carved into the handle of the pickaxe. Crazy diamond? I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. I don't recall. There's a lawnmower here. Even with this here, who actually is gonna take care of the lawn? So many flower pots, big ones, little ones, any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. Alright. There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something?
Bzzz. It's for the sprinklers.
Sprinklers?
Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission.
Hey, Phantom.
Of course, the setting panel is locked, so you can't change it if you wanted to.
That's cool. We've probably got about 22 minutes left anyway, so you're really good. So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 every morning?
Yep, you got it. It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched, so watch yourself. But you're just a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through a sprinkler anyway.
Disgusting.
I'm gonna tell everyone.
Oh my god. This is one of the monitors want to come up. No. It's a shed. Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to angle this. Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing here? This place even has chickens, huh? The way I would take one of those chickens, name it Bob, and take it back to my room and make it my pet. If I was in this situation, that is exactly what I would be doing, because I need a pet in my life. Like, they don't eat people or lay bombs inside eggs or something crazy like that. Seems safe. It's a chicken. It's really alive, right? There's no mistake? I've got to examine each chicken. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly? 5, you know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6. At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos.
I'm at least 30% right.
It's a number of power, refreshing number on par with hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade. He never lets me get a word in edgewise.
Yo.
At first I thought I saw blue skies, but it turns out they just painted the walls of the ceiling.
You know?
But the plants here are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. It helps me relax.
What the heck?
That's not what you're thinking, is it? Huh? Why is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface. Beneath their calm exterior, they're always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore...
The end is nigh!
They'll put their plan of global human extinction into action.
Well?
I'm serious. This dude seriously needs to... I don't even know. What is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real?
Watch out!
What? That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it and you're in for a real excitement. Your heart will like, whoa, and the plant's all like, snap, and your flesh is like, bleh.
In other words, it's a monstrosity.
It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. The student of Hope Peak added improvements after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist, although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedies.
Actually...
By the way, despite how it looks, this flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even. So it's totally good for the environment.
Well done.
Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a human, healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself.
Sprouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma will eventually disappear. Whatever it is, I better keep my distance. It's like the only thing... Oh! That's, I guess, yeah, we're done. I was about to say, it's like the only thing I didn't do was talk to Byakuya. I guess I've seen what there is to see up here for now. But once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. But before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team.
Just a second.
Hey, don't be so sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person, we can still feel...
Hey.
Jesus. That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone's discovered.
Yeah.
I checked all the windows on the 5th floor front to back. That used to be kind of Sakura's job. But anyway, no dice. They were all metal plates on the wall and windows, just like everywhere else.
Correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either.
So,
But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school?
Just a second.
You took a good look around on the 5th floor by yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Huh? Why do you ask?
So then,
Because if you did, you must have noticed the 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. Something on all the other floors, but not on the 5th floor? Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
correct.
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of this school. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery.
But
But that's the hardest part.
Okay.
Even if it is, we still gotta do it. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay as long as we work together. I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out of this, no matter what it takes.
Yeah.
Let me see if she has anything else to say. Just
Correct.
Okay. Just be careful.
Hey,
My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
could it be?
If this is where, like, a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature, the final boss or tyrant.
But
We're not in a horror game, though. Yeah, you are! Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood no matter how much you think about it.
Naturally.
Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently.
well,
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right.
What?
No, how I said it is right too. No, you're a fucking sleazebag. Shut up.
You know?
Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed. Monokuma said that it was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be
You're
careful.
serious.
It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipe, though. That was nobody wanted to target him. I'm pretty sure they have, they just don't know how to go about it. Because multiple people have said, oh yeah, I'm coming for you. And like, they never did. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in here. Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 3:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that? You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold.
yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know? Of course, because idiots never get wet. Did she indirectly insult both her and themselves? I think you're thinking of ducks. I'm starting to worry about you, Hero. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is?
What the heck?
Hey, come on! You don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But if it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. What was the question again? Don't worry, you just answered it.
You know?
There were a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? Yeah, that's right. Five chickens. I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat, and then we can make fried chicken. Or barbecue. Decisions. I know. Or how about raw? Because there's nothing fresher than... She really has no room to talk about Hero. That has got to be the dumbest thing you've said yet! I'm pretty sure that off you. Even he knows!
You know?
Raw chicken is crazy. Oh, wrong button. You noticed it too, huh? That pickaxe?
What?
Huh? What about a pickaxe? Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed, and the words Crazy Diamond have been carved into the handle. Break's over, gotta go. How you liking the game? Oh, I like the game fine. The only part I have like an issue with, really, and that's air quote issue, is the bullet time arguments or whatnot. Because sometimes I'll miss the beat and then it just goes like this red bar and like I can't even see the beat anymore. Because it's a rhythm game to a degree, and it's really tricky. But like if I can't even see the notes that I'm supposed to be hitting, how the hell am I supposed to even do it? But it's like, other than that, like, I enjoy it just fine. Yeah, that part made me mad too. Right, and then like, every single trial, they'll add something new that's completely pointless. I was like, why not just have all the mechanics up at the front? It's like, you can add new elements, like the whole, oh, I love Danganrompa. I like the game a lot more, to a degree. It's like, I love the animation, because like, I saw Season 1. I have to verify on that. I saw Season 1, so going into this, I know how they did I know who did it, but I completely forgotten how they done it, and all the details that went into the case. But gameplay-wise, it feels like when you're playing the game, you actually connect with them a lot harder than you did with watching the show. So, in the last case, when it came to the trial being over, I actually legitimately got upset. Like, I didn't start crying yet, but I kinda wanted to get teary-eyed. But I think it's because I already knew what had happened, because I had watched the show. But I'd only seen the first season, so when I go to play Danganronpa 2, I'm gonna literally have no clue what's going on. I've beaten the game and watched the shows, just got surgery. Oh! I hope you're okay. I've been playing Persona 5 Strikers, it's a lot of fun, pretty different from regular Persona 5. Yeah, I only did Persona 5 on the channel back in like, I think we started in March? It was either March or, no, because I did the 24-hour birthday stream in February. So I think it was like mid-March. I played all the Persona 5 games. I have a few videos of Dancing in Starlight on my YouTube channel, but I wasn't able to record very many of them, so the quality's kind of bad. So I think I only uploaded the 3 and I kind of stopped there, and I need to upload more. It's just, like, I have more recorded, it's just I never got around to it. That, and I don't think people really care that much about Dancing in Starlight, so it's not going to get that many views, so I might not do any more. I think I first watched you in, like, March when you were playing Persona 5, yeah. I haven't played that one, though. Forgot the dancing game exists. Yeah, right there. The dancing game. My PS2 skin is covering it, but yeah.
Danganronpa.
I mean, I have to admit it, it's like, I like the music of Persona 5, but the mechanics of that game are... Hold on. I like Persona 5 quite a bit. It's like a really good game and all that. And I like the music, but the dancing game that they made for it is just kind of confusing. Because they're like, oh, do the record scratch thing or whatever, and, one sec, I gotta deal with this. There we go. Okay, sorry, we had a bot come in, I had to take care of it. Crazy to think I've been catching streams since then, doesn't feel that long ago. Yeah, and the sad thing is, come January, I'm gonna be leaving TikTok if this ban actually goes through, and I'm gonna lose everybody. Because, like, my Twitch, I have Twitch and YouTube, but they're not very active. Most of my viewerships come from TikTok, and, like, once that's gone, it's like, I've got a few loyal followers that'll go over to the Twitch side of things. But I'm like, there went, like, everything I've built so far over the past year and a half of just streaming. And it just feels like a complete loss on my end. But I'll just have to adapt and whatever. I think I follow you on the purple app. I'll still watch. Okay, I appreciate that. I do also have a Discord and YouTube. My Discord URL is in my TikTok link, my TikTok profile. But I also have a clickable link that you can go to in my Twitch page. But ultimately, it's like my YouTube channel is under the same name of Roxy Samalona. And here in the next few days or so, I'll plan on releasing like a video saying, hey, band's going through. I don't want to lose you guys. Come on over to YouTube and Discord and whatever. I'll make a video about that at some point. But, I'm not sure if I'm in the server. I'll have to join it. I think you're in there. Like, I vaguely remember A Drake showing up at one point, but I don't remember. Haven't we seen the phrase somewhere before? Crazy Diamond. Yeah, that does sound kind of familiar, I think.
It's true.
I don't just think I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before.
Huh?
Huh? Where? Oh, that's it! I remember! It was on Mondo's uniform on the back of his jacket. Oh my god, really? I'll have to take a look. I'll need to stay up to date if you make the switch. Yeah. I'm, like, ultimately, it's not like a matter of if I decide to. I would prefer to stay on TikTok. I have a lot of fun on TikTok. Like, I have to censor myself with a lot of things, granted, but... I mean... I have so many videos I like on there, people I follow on there, people who follow me on there. It's like all of my freaking socials come from there. I share videos with my sister on that platform. In fact, it's basically become our secondary messaging app. And they want to take that away from me. Completely forgot the answer to the trial, but the only thing that popped in my mind was JoJo.
I see.
You're absolutely right. But why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden?
Could it be...
Mondo must have snuck it in there and done it, right?
Not possible.
But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
That's right.
Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here, and Monokuma confiscated it. Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed. The pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what struck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Huh? Then what did? What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we could use it to call for help.
Huh?
How are you gonna call for help with a lawnmower?
What the heck?
I don't know. Maybe we use it to make... This guy's stupidity makes me freaking hurt my brain. Byakuya, please lay him out. Oh my god, for once, I want you to lay him out. Please, please, please. That has got to be the dumbest thing he has said yet. Please. I'm gonna make crop circles.
Well?
We use those. What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know?
You know?
Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I ever been. Oh god, why didn't you call him out? My dude, for once! I needed you! She's still not talking, is she? Hey, Byakuya, it seems like Toko wants to say something.
What?
So why are you telling me?
Hey.
Well, because you told her to zip it or whatever. I'd forgotten about that.
Huh?
Jesus, man, you're like torturing her, you know? But come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop all of us in your putrid breath, I won't stop you. You humor me, Master. Don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Seriously, you just gonna take it?
What the heck?
Shut up! Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt when Master and me are talking. Okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor and something caught my attention. What was it was this. A knife?
Oh!
What? That thing is huge! Like Rambo size!
What?
It's a survival knife of some type. And what was it doing in a classroom?
Well,
How would I know?
Very suspicious.
What are you gonna use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us? I'm not gonna do anything. I just picked it up. I didn't want to leave a knife just laying around.
How about that?
I'd rather have it laying around than in the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it?
You know?
We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do.
what's your problem?
I don't want it anyway, it's too dangerous. So what to do?
So then,
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it. I can't remember the reference, but Raincode's references were funny.
Okay.
Then that's that. Hold on, I don't get a say?
It's all clear now.
It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask. Are you sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. You're acting like I already said yes. Fine. I guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have bad breath? She's gonna tell her to stop talking again. Sorry, I'm sorry, it stinks, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You made a valuable discovery, good job. Ah! He's being nice! She's about to faint. Didn't Mister just praise me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming, I must be dreaming! That would never, that I would ever experience such a dream. I'm not saying this out loud. My favorite reference was Resident Evil. What Resident Evil reference? Whatever, I took oh wait, when he was talking about the Tyrant just now in the biolab? Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad. Red herbs. Oh. Yeah. Alright, last but not least, the turd. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Oh, shit! I didn't even realize how much time had passed. My husband just called me. Well, no, strange is a massive understatement. The smell of fresh and yep. The white outlines of countless, and of course, dreadful than, it was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far.
What?
What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Every smell concentrated.
Huh?
God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I'm glad I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it. But I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So, in other
I
words,
can only think of one thing. A large group of people passed right there in that room. A bunch of people were in that room? Seriously, I'm going to throw up.
it can't be.
Perhaps that's what they meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Huh? You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is the mass that took place in that room is the incident said that to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room. That was a tragedy that happened a year ago.
In other words,
Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. If that's true,
it's all clear now.
that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors.
Hey.
I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful. Not just awful, but awfully awful. That's right, it's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, and hopeless. Still, how is it not one of us has ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up? Well, I think all the new information we have for now.
Yo.
So, now what do we do? Well, starting today, you're all under my command, but before we proceed, I need to figure something out.
No way.
Jeez, how cocky can you be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. So, what is it you want to figure out? Kyoko's identity. Huh?
Well...
Kyoko's identity? But Kyoko is Kyoko, right? Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have clear, definable reasons for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro, Hiro the ultimate clairvoyant. Even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but... So what about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she never told us. Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like. This is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicions. So, Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't.
Huh?
What? Why won't you tell us?
Wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean?
So...
Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am. You have no memory? What? Amnesia?
What?
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking. But if this is a joke, I'm not laughing.
This is very
You can't be serious right now. I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
However...
But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
So you have no intention of telling us. Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Hey.
What are you going to do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
It's all clear now.
I'll simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activities.
What?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. But if she gives you the key to her room, she can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking the school regulations. And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. Just hold on. A threat like that...
That's fine.
Fine. I understand. Good. You're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to him.
It can't be.
You damn fool! Why do you refuse to talk?
Because...
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that.
So,
Maybe she really did lose her memory. If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. If this is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in.
However...
The worst school, where only the worst things happen? Did you really mean that? Huh?
Hey.
Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things? What do you mean? Perhaps I've said too much. Kyoko then turned her back on us and without a word began to walk away.
Come on.
Where do you think you're going?
Goodbye.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
What the heck?
What's her deal?
But...
I think you went too far. Taking her room key like that... For her, that wasn't far enough.
Stop talking.
You're getting noisy again, Toko.
Come on.
Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of your breathing, your heart beating, it grates on me.
Hey.
Are you telling her to... I mean, I know how you feel, but... But what's Kyoko gonna do now? Plus this situation, it's just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I'm no different either. I still can't stop anyone.
What?
What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden?
Because, I mean...
Look.
What?
It's you? How long have you been standing there?
I'm very
Now
angry!
Angry at what?
At the thief! Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to have to tell you there's a thief in your midst.
Huh?
What?
Hey!
My precious! They stole it!
You're precious?
Your teacher had such faith in you. And this is how you repay me? With betrayal?
Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away from their fantasies.
But what the heck is your precious?
Shut up! I hope all of you get stuck in a hiring freeze and penniless on the street.
What the heck?
A ring? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
My precious.
and he's gone. What the heck was that all about?
So,
He said something about his precious getting stolen. Does anybody have any idea what that meant? It's likely something to do with Kyoko. Huh? Who else other than her would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? But if that's true, what was it, and how did she do that?
This is a school announcement. It is now as such. Soon the doors
I am
to the
going way
dining
into
hall
overtime.
will
I need to
Sweet
I need to...
um...
Oh no, uh-oh, we need to get out of here.
You know?
We can talk about this tomorrow morning and about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precautions tonight. Stay in your rooms, don't go wandering around.
Well...
Not like we need you to tell us that.
Goodbye.
Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. Oh, that's right. I need to put away the knife that I got from Toko. I think this is the safest place for it. It will be in my desk drawer. I'm gonna go watch Dragon Prince. Good luck. I'm actually winding down for the night too myself. As soon as I get to a place where it'll let me save. But anyway, is Toko really gonna be okay? She can't get into her room. What's she gonna do? Isn't there something I can do? Something I can... It's Kyoko, isn't it? This is my eyes. I realized I'd fallen asleep without realizing it. But more important, did I hear the doorbell? Okay, so I can't get wrapped up in anything else. I know it's important for me to check the door. I'm pretty sure it's Kyoko on the other side. But I need to go to I need to save and pick this up tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, Monday. So, I will see everyone at co-op tomorrow. We have the Batman playing in the Sunday night movie stream in the Discord channel. Sunday night. And I should be back at this Monday. Either way, I appreciate everybody that came out. I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care and stay safe. All that